With multiple quarterback competitions currently underway in each conference, I want to take a few minutes to talk about the most interesting quarterback competition. And that's, of course, the Ohio State quarterback competition. And they happen to have probably the deepest quarterback room with the addition of Quinn Ewers. And I want to look at some film and kind of take a different angle than kind of what is being talked about. Because there's so much good information out there, I want to take a little different angle about the Ohio State quarterback room and kind of look at what the quarterback needs to do to be successful. So we're going to look at some film from last year and watch Justin Fields to see what he did, but look at different ways why he was good and what the quarterback needs to do to be good at Ohio State. And I think it's going to this isn't going to shock anyone, but whoever is the quarterback for Ohio State is probably going to be pretty successful this year. But before we dive into the content of the video, I want to encourage you to consider subscribing to our YouTube channel if you like any quarterback related content, as long as it's related to the quarterback position. It's fair game here. So before we dive into the film and talk about what the takeaways from the quarterback room, I want to go over some comments Ryan Day made recently about fall camp and potentially naming a starting quarterback this week, if not next week. So I'll link that article below before I read the quotes if you want to read it in full detail. And so this is from 247 Sports. I'm looking at it right now. This is asking Day if anyone has separated themselves at the quarterback position, and he says, no, we will kind of figure that out as we go and talk to the guys and go from there. Scroll down a little bit. He says, after this week, we will have a really good feel. Wednesday will be a big day, and Saturday will be a big day. We will take Sunday off and come up for air. Maybe it will take another week after that, but we will see. We are kind of getting into 20 practices now when you include the spring. That is a pretty good body of work that we are putting together day after day. Will we be ready next week? I don't know, but it will be pretty close to that timetable. So he didn't necessarily say by next week they're going to have a starting quarterback or they're going to name a starting quarterback, but I think he probably knows, and the author probably he hinted that Ryan Day probably knows who the guy is going to be. But I think we can expect a quarterback, if not the end of this week, then sometime next week. I think it's fair to say, especially taking away the takes from the article. So I'll link that below if you want to look at the full article. So let's dive into the film. And a few things I want to look at this film are what the quarterback needs to do for Ohio State to be successful. It's fairly simple. There's going to be a lot of wide open receivers, so just be accurate and hit your wide open receivers, right? Especially with the receivers that Ohio State has, just hit your wide open receivers. Give your receivers a chance. 9 times out of 10, your receivers are going to come down with it. Like receivers at Ohio State are probably the best receivers in the nation. And the last but not least is being able to run the system Ryan Day has. He's going to be able to design open receivers to come open. Just trust the system, stay within the system, and you'll be successful. So just to recap what we're going to look at. Hit your wide open receivers. That's going to happen often. Give your receivers a chance. Throw them a jump ball every once in a while. They're going to come down with it and play within the system that Ryan Day has. Let's go dive into the film. I'll catch you in the backside. So here's another example of Fields hitting a wide open receiver, and it's going to be on the run here. But this is all Ohio State quarterbacks need to do. Receivers are going to be getting wide open. Rolls them out here. Throws on the run. Easy throw for Fields. But look how much space is in between the DB and the receiver. So we're going to see receivers get wide open probably against every team they play this year. So all the quarterback needs to do is hit these easy throws. Not as easy as some of the other ones that we've watched in the video so far, but still for an Ohio State quarterback, this is an easy throw. Eyes downfield, easy throw, wide open. So here's another completion to a wide open receiver running it out. And it is a long throw, but every quarterback on that Ohio State roster is able to make a long throw. But again, look how much space is between the DB and the receiver. All the quarterback has to do is you're basically throwing against air here, essentially. So just completing these balls here, taking what the defense gives you and completing balls to wide open receivers, because the receivers are going to be getting open. We'll watch it from this point of view too. Again, still a long throw, but every guy in that quarterback room can make this throw. Wide open receiver. And so, whoever wins will just need to be able to make easy, simple throws. We're going to see just a hitch route right here. The DB is off about 7 to 8 yards. Again, the Ohio State receivers will create this type of separation before the ball is even snapped, which will help the new quarterback have an easy throw. No-brainer right here. Stops. DB's off the receiver by several yards. It's a long throw, right? We'll give it to him, but still, any Ohio State quarterback will be able to make that throw in that room right now. So again, just making easy throws, not overthinking it. Your guys are going to get open. We'll watch this angle here. Quick catch and throw. Again, just an example, just making easy throws. That's what you need to do as Ohio State quarterback. So here comes another wide open receiver. Here you're just going to see a ton of space. Even before the snap of the ball, the DB is about 6 yards off the line of scrimmage here. Hope comes out to about 4, but still, watch here. Look at all that space right there. The DB is still backpedaling, eyes in at the quarterback here. Get the ball to your receiver in space. Able to get upfield for a big play. Again, just an example of what they will ask the quarterback to do. It looks like he did fumble, but still still gets the point across. Your receiver is going to be wide open. Just hit him open, get him in space. They'll take care of the rest. So here's the number one thing any Ohio State quarterback will be asked to do, and that's just give your receivers a chance, and they'll come down with it. Touchdown pass right here. Justin Fields last year, hell of a catch. Just throw it up, and the chances are good with your receiver coming down, especially with the receiving core Ohio State has being potentially the best in the nation. Whoever's that quarterback has a select tree, just give him a chance. You see a guy manned up one-on-one, just throw it up and let your receiver make a play. Let's watch the end zone angle as well, just to see the catcher. I think we'll get a good angle as well. But again, it's keeping it related to the quarterback position. Just give your guy a chance. Throw it where the DB can't. Hell of a catch there. Expect to see more and more of those type of catches from all the Ohio State receivers. Another example of just giving your guy a chance. Yes, he's on the run here, and whoever's the quarterback will have enough legs. Maybe not as athletic as Fields, but they'll both throw on the run. But just give your guy a chance here. Just give your receiver a chance. 9 times out of 10 is going to come down with it. Hell of a catch here. And bounds, takes a hit. Big play there. But just another example of just giving your receiver a chance. We'll watch this point of view too. Just give him a chance. He'll catch it. So it's something Ohio State doesn't do a lot of, but they do it every once in a while where they put the quarterback under center. So here's Fields under center. He's going to roll out and throw on the run. So being able to take snaps under center and then throwing on the run as well is something that will be asked to do here and there. More throwing on the run than under center. That's a good ball there. Again, the receiver getting open. Just give your guy a chance. So throwing on the run and giving your receiver a chance here. Let's see if we can watch this angle here. Good ball there, but something whoever is the quarterback will be asked to do will be able to throw on the run at times. So whoever the quarterback, just playing within the Ryan Day system will lead to good things. He'll put you in a position to succeed, set up an easy throw right there. Let's look at why it's easy, though. And any Ohio State fan will know that the mesh concept or the mesh sit concept, but generally in this kind of formation, they would have a crosser, and then a tight end sitting behind crossers. That doesn't happen. That's what Penn State expected, but then we get guys getting out of the position, and then it's an easy throw for Fields. So just playing within the system and just understand that Ryan Day is good at what he does, and he will open up receivers. Let's watch this one more time. Again, we're expecting, and using this formation, you'd have crosser, and then someone sitting. Right here, you just have someone sitting here. You just have the tight end sitting, easy throw for Fields, and you can expect these type of easy throws to happen in 2021, and the starting quarterback will take it here. So here's a touchdown from Fields, but a great example of Day putting Fields in a good position to lead this touchdown, but you do have to make quick decisions. So whenever Day puts you in a good position, the quarterback still has to make a quick decision. We see the blitz coming here in the inside slot, who's a tight end. It takes the place where the blitzer is. Good quick decision by Fields. Ends up being a touchdown here. So Day will put you in a good position, but the quarterback will still have to make quick decisions, which all guys are capable of doing. Ends up being a touchdown. Let's go ahead and watch the behind the center angle as well. Get a blitzer off the edge. Backer blitz is here too. Fields sees that's an easy read for him, easy throw for a touchdown, and placing where the blitzer is. So again, just to recap, hit your open receivers, give your guys a chance, and play within Ryan Day's offensive system. I think you'll be in position to be pretty good. And then if you, not to mention, you take into consideration the quarterback's going to develop over time, and they should be in a good position by the end of the year, especially with the talent around them. Heck, I could have even added hand the ball off to your running backs because you're lowered out of the running back position as well. So that was just to recap what the Ohio State quarterback needs to do well. We're looking forward to seeing who actually is the guy, but I want to hear from you. Do you think they'll name a starting quarterback this week? Let me know in the comments below. I'll link that video in the description below as well so you can see, and we'll see you next time on the next quarterback related video.